myself up, okay? Listen. Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of The Jump Off. And I didn't know what to do with my hair. That's what was happening there. Today I want to talk about the anxiety of feeling like you're running out of time. I don't know if y'all feel like this, but I feel like time is my mortal enemy. Like it's sand, like dripping, running through my hands at this rapid pace. And there's so many things that I want to accomplish in life that I feel like I'm running out of time and I'm not going to be able to accomplish these things, because I think this is a byproduct of, in the past, me being so lazy and trying to spend so much time figuring out what my purpose was. I feel like I lost a lot of time with that. So now that I kind of have a general idea of what my purpose is, now I feel like I don't have enough time because I wasted so much trying to find it. And see, then I get overwhelmed because there's so much that I want to do in so little time that I don't do anything. It's a vicious cycle. Yesterday, I was talking with someone. I said, I am trying to do so much, like trying to play catch up. They asked me, did you work? Like, what were you doing? Like, why were you so lazy? And I realized I wasn't lazy because I was still doing things. But for me, they weren't like major accomplishments or major strides towards my purpose. I categorized them as nothing. I was wasting my time. I was being lazy. During that wasted time, I was working, making money to move back to LA, working 3 jobs, going. I was also giving back to my community. I was doing a lot of other things that the normal person would categorize as you were being fruitful in your life and you were trying to figure out your purpose, what everybody does. You know, you were going through the necessary motions of trying to, find yourself. But for me, it took so long. I'm like, no, this was wasted time because I could have been that much further had I started back then. So I have to rewire my thinking to see that that time was necessary because I needed to go through those things and to acquire the skill sets that I learned while working at IKEA and go through those mental chokeholds, if you will, because now the breakthroughs that I'm having looking back on that are actually what is needed for me to get to my destiny. I just have to rewire my framework around that, which if you have any suggestions of how to let go of a thought process and how to rework that, please send that my way. And I think the amount of stuff that I want to accomplish or the ideas and things that I have, I feel like I don't know how I'm going to get from point A to point B. I don't know how these bridges are going to be made. That's what's, I think, causing the anxiety. I see this end product and I see where I'm at now and I'm like, who gonna get us there? Because I don't know what's going on. The overwhelmingness of like, I need to accomplish all of these things, but how do I do them? Really kind of trips me up. Then I also look on the other side of it like, wow, there's so many things that I want to do that before, when I didn't think I was gonna make it to 21 or to 25, like I was thinking when I turned 30, like what are my dreams and goals and aspirations? And it hit me, I didn't have any because I didn't think I was going to make it this far. Like I don't know. And I think that's where a lot of my trying to find purpose was kind of locked up in, because I didn't think that I was gonna make it 2-3 years from now, so I had no plans for my life. So now it's like, I want to try this, I want to try that, and I feel like I'm late to that because most people, when you're a kid, you have these dreams and aspirations of what you want to do in the future. As a kid, I was like, oh, I want to be a pediatrician. Then I saw how much work that was and I was like, never mind. And I never came up with another goal because then I was like, I don't like it here. Now, me being like, I want to be a rapper, I would love to be a dancer, write scripts, I want to be an actor, I want to be all these things. It's like, well shoot, had I had this idea back then, I could have been leagues ahead. But even just to speak to this show, I needed to go through all of that as a child in my 20s, because without any of that, this show wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have the strongholds and the mental complacencies to have created this show. I would have still had problems, but it wouldn't have prompted me to be like, oh, I want a talk show to talk about these things, because I have nobody to talk to. So there's that. But I just feel like I always have to be doing something. And I tell people a lot, people are like, oh, did you see the show? Did you see this? Like, I don't watch TV and I don't watch movies because I feel like I'm wasting my time. I could be doing something else. And I think that is I don't actually see anything wrong with that. I understand as an actor and as a creator, you have to look at these things, but I just feel like I could be accomplishing something. I guess as a person who wants to be in movies and TV shows, I don't want anybody to be like, but I get it. If somebody's like that, I get it though, because it's like you could have been doing something else. I don't know, it's weird. And I think that probably plays into the whole rest thing. And if I was well rested with a good foundation, know myself through in and out of who Janice is, then I probably would enjoy taking a break and watching movies and not feel guilty about it. But I don't feel guilty. I just feel like there's so much to do and so little time. That's what it is. What was that from? Alice in Wonderland? No, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. But anyway, what do you all do to ease your anxiety when it comes to time? Because time is something that you can never get back, but you only have so much of. And it's not tangible. It's just so weird. Whatever it is that you have around time, how do you go about easing that anxiety with it? Or if you don't have anxiety with time, how do you then view time? Is it just a thing that is just there? Time has no weight in your life? I would love to hear that, because that will definitely help me understand the other side of the coin. The other side of the clock. The other hand on the clock. That analogy didn't. Okay, so make sure you take some time to rest, recuperate, self-care, whatever you do. I will see you all next week for another episode of The Jump Off. Stay safe, y'all, and stay blessed.